This is the Your Money Hour podcast. I am your host, Dakota, sponsored by Upstate Essential Solutions, helping people with personal finances, accounting, and taxes. So if you need help with your personal finances, contact me today at dakotagready.com to get resources for help with your finances. And if you have a business and you're an entrepreneur, such as an entrepreneur or a practitioner, contact me today at dakotagready.com. Hey y'all, welcome to the show. I got my friend Coach Ablaza here, Amber Ablaza. She's a graphic designer, so I want to have her on the show, talk about turning cash into a camera into cash, and also talk about AI. So, Coach Ablaza, welcome to the show.
Hello, what's up, everybody? I just want you to know, first of all, that whatever you can't do, you must do, and I'm happy to be here. Thank you.
Yeah, you're welcome, Coach. So, tell everybody about who you are and what you do.
Okay, so my name is Coach Ablaza. I'm a branding specialist and a graphic design coach. So I help you go from zero brand to a hero brand to know, like, and trust. I help coaches, consultants, and entrepreneurs build their brands and their graphic design skills.
We ended our live earlier talking about AI, artificial intelligence. That's like the buzzword now, right? Everything's AI, ChatGPT, and all those other AI platforms. Should people be afraid of AI or should they be embracing it, in your opinion?
Oh, in my opinion, look, let's not get too deep. But I feel like the government got you regardless. So whether you use AI or not, they made you social and everything. So it's like they know who you are. Ain't nothing new around the sun. You shouldn't be afraid of AI taking your job. You should be utilizing the AI in your processes and helping you speed up everything you do. So you've never been able to buy a second of time, but with this AI, you'll be able to save more time and money using it. And it's helped me write ebooks. It's helped me write copy for content for funnels that I've built for people. So I love AI. Don't be afraid, y'all.
So, if robots are taking over, right, for example, because I think in Houston, or not Houston, but Austin, Texas, and McDonald's has a robot there, I think, taking orders or something like that. Should people be afraid of that too if you're working for McDonald's? Should you be afraid that your job will be outsourced by a robot?
Hey, listen, y'all. I don't sugarcoat nothing, okay? And so what I would say is nobody needs to be working at McDonald's. You cannot build generational wealth there. Your finances are never going to be right if you're working at McDonald's. So you're having scarcity issues in your mindset, thinking, oh, it's robots at McDonald's. You don't need to be there anyways. You need to elevate your mindset and elevate your life. So I'm sure that there's going to be other jobs that's going to happen to, but I feel like the only way to gain generational wealth is to work for yourself. Other than that, you're building somebody else's generational wealth on your back with your time, your blood, sweat, and tears. So that's how I feel about that.
Mm, I like that mindset because, yeah, you're right. I mean, if you're making low wages, it's hard for you to really build wealth because you're just making enough to pay your bills, maybe, and you're like in this mindset of scarcity. There's not enough money. Robots are taking over, and I'm gonna get wiped out. But if you have a mindset of, all right, this is just a stepping stone from where I am to where I want to be, maybe you learn how to program the robot, right? Maybe you get some skills to up your game so that you can get more income, right?
Yep.
So talk about how you got into this space of graphic design and social media and branding.
Okay, so the way that I got into graphic design is because I had a brand, and so I didn't have any money to build that brand. So I told my sister, I was like, "Hey, girl, I'm selling clothes. I need a website." And she was like, "Okay, you ever heard of Canva?" And I was like, "No, I never heard of Canva." I was afraid to use Canva, right? And so she built my first website for me, and from her introducing it, I started playing around, making designs, doing flyers for like $10. Can y'all believe it? $10 is how much I used to charge for a flyer. And I just got better and better at it. And I realized it was what I love to do. Like when I'm creating in Canva, it doesn't feel like work. It doesn't feel like a chore. So when I'm creating logos, websites, sales funnels, I love doing it. So yeah.
So earlier you mentioned entrepreneurship. Basically, is like where you want to be, and I think people need to be as well. How important is it for you to get your brand out there to the world? Because I mean, like right now you got like 11,000 followers on IG. Talk about how you got to that point, and yeah, just why entrepreneurship is important for you. How'd you get to 11,000 followers on IG?
Okay, so first of all, building your brand is important because when you think about brand recognition, when you think about CVS being on every corner, you keep seeing them. So once you keep seeing a brand and it's aesthetically pleasing and put together well, you end up shopping with them. You like, might as well, right? They're everywhere. So that's how you want your brand to be in the marketplace. And then as far as being an entrepreneur goes, I had a job at one point, job, just over broke, right? And so I couldn't buy my kids a Happy Meal if I wanted to. And I ended up getting a second job, y'all. And I don't tell this story often, but I was doing home health care. And I lied to them and told them that I had experience because I had two kids and $0. So I told them, I was like, yeah, I have experience. So I got my client. And my client was overweight, Caucasian male, and he had me giving him a bird bath, y'all. And once I had to wipe this white man booty, I said, I got to go, okay? I got to do something, got to work because I can't be doing this no more. So I started doing the rule of 5, pray and meditate, read, listen to audio teachings, write view your dreams and goals, and exercising. And even when I still had a job, I was doing that. I made sure I did it, whether I spread it throughout the day or did it before 8 a.m. That changed my mindset. So I started building my business, opening my bank accounts, and all that on my lunch break, y'all. And so when the pandemic hit, I lost my job and I didn't shed a single tear. I just said, okay. Y'all know Steve Harvey always says you just got to jump to find out, right? Well, God pushed me out a window, y'all. And I said, let's fly, right?
Wow, interesting, interesting. I don't think I heard that story before. I mean, I met you in Atlanta, Georgia, but we didn't spend time like we talked, but I didn't get to know your story. But that's good that you took the opportunity to turn a lemon into lemonade, right?
Yep.
So talk about how'd you grow your following on Instagram?
Okay, so to grow my following, I've been going extremely hard for years at this point. At one point, I was doing 3 posts, 3 reels, no, 1 reel, 3 lives, and 15 stories. So you have no other option but to grow when you show up. Okay, I mentioned the know, like, and trust, right? They can only know you if you show up. Once you show up, it's like they watching TV, right? They start to like you, right? And then they start to trust you because they see you over and over and over again showing up for yourself, something that many people can't do for themselves, right? So you inspire people, you motivate people. And I actually took a break like a month ago for a whole week. I had to digress. I had to take a break, y'all. And I had people finding my number to call me and ask me, where you at? What you doing, right? They're like, they needed my content. I have to help my people on my platform. So, yeah, you got to show up. That's a simple answer. It's no shortcut on the road to success.
So talk about some of the challenges you faced on your journey to success.
Man, some of the challenges I faced, some people thought that I was in competition with them. I know I wasn't in no competition with them, but when people see you succeeding, or even if somebody, this is why Dontel don't like the word coaches, right? When somebody, when they're a coach, they don't want you to go higher than them. So I would outgrow the coaches that I had, and they would think I was their competition. So that hurt because it's somebody you
Mm.
started to know, somebody you started to trust, and you felt like, we can start collabing and do big things and elevate together. So that's one of the challenges. And then other challenges is like, when you're an entrepreneur, you got to grind to get the money. So the money is not always flowing in. And sometimes it's slow. Sometimes you like, I want to quit. But you can't quit because you can't go back to the job, right? So that's some of the challenges that I've had.
I understand that thing. I mean, you gotta keep grinding, wearing all the hats, marketing, sales. You gotta do presentations, put yourself out there. And I mean, like, what systems have you put in place to help you to become more efficient?
Okay, y'all. So, get your pencil and your pen out, your paper. Listen to these systems, okay? So, for Instagram, I've used ManyChat. This has doubled, tripled, quadrupled my leads because I no longer have to tell people to put the link, to click the link in my bio, right? So, they send me the message, whether it's on live, on a post, or in the DM, and they get a message back immediately. I didn't have to stop work or anything, right? So once they get to ManyChat, they get a link to my ClickFunnels, to my website, right? That's what regular people would think it is. ClickFunnels is where you house your sales funnels, okay? And so sales funnels, they have one thing to do on there, one product to buy. So there's no confusion and your client knows where to go. So using ClickFunnels has also helped me tremendously. Okay, you guys, so those are just two apps, but just to name a few, you can use Etsy to sell templates, Gumroad to sell templates, and ChatGPT AI to do anything you need to do, captions for your content, and Ready Set Post. I think you use that, right? Ready?
Well, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, but Ready Set Post is good because you can post to more than one app at a time. And like I told y'all, I like to save time and save money. So getting on there helps me not have to stop my work throughout the day, throughout the week, and I just post everything on there. So, yep.
Wow. So that's a gem right there. ManyChat, talk about that. I actually use ManyChat as well. Now, in terms of email marketing, I use ConvertKit. What do you use for email marketing?
Okay, so for email marketing, I use Dope Automations. I used to use MailChimp. Not MailChimp, OmniSend. Sorry, I used to use OmniSend, but now I use Dope Automations because it's pretty much the same. You can build your emails, but I love the automations part inside of there. So I do all the marketing inside of that now.
Cool, cool, cool. So, talk about how important marketing is. I mean, because marketing and selling are two different things. How important is marketing?
Marketing is extremely important because I had somebody tell me one time on Instagram, they're like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "There's no way. There's no way you don't know what I do because you followed me for so long." So what you want to do is you want to generate leads on social media, but you want to follow up with those emails because I mean, most people check their emails, right? And when that email comes in, they're like, "Oh, it's Coach Ablaza. Oh, this is what she's doing in the email." It's more formal, right? Because clearly my content didn't resonate with that client. So you have to do email marketing, and you have to do advertisements too for people to find you, right? That are in your target audience. So the more people you reach, the more people that can find you quickly, right?
Mm. So, I had a client, real quick. They use Facebook ads, right? And somebody hacked into the account. And I'm like, man, so I'm kind of hesitant to do Facebook ads. Because you mentioned ads.
Yeah.
Talk about that. I mean, are you hesitant about doing that after hearing a story such as this? I mean, like, what are your thoughts on that?
First of all, that's crazy because you're the second person that told me in 2 days that somebody hacked it. So, whew, y'all scare me a little bit. But so right now, what I do is I run my ads from Instagram. So somebody did tell me to do my ads from Facebook because it should do on Facebook and Instagram. But I might just have to stay where I'm at to make sure my account don't get hacked because I ain't got time for that. But I would say if you can get your ads account back, get it back. It's like there's always the chance of something happening in life. Like if it happens a second time, okay, take heed. But if it happens the first time, you can't quit. You can't give up. Like there's always obstacles, and disruption always follows intention. So you intended to get your ads out there, get your business out there, and somebody hack you. And I don't know if you thought this, but a lot of times we think something like this always happens. So we can't let anything hold us back, right? So that's what I think about that.
Cool, cool. So, Coach, to wrap up, so one last anything you want to give before we close out?
Oh yeah, I want to let y'all know that you can, you will, you must be demanding. You can because you're capable, you will because you're strong, and you must because they counting on you. Somebody is counting on you to let Dakota teach you financial freedom, financial literacy, right? somebody is counting on you to earn residuals using Canva. But I know for myself, I want financial freedom. I want to lead by example for my kids. It's not always what's taught, it's what's caught. So when you tell your kid that they can have a better life and you don't show them one or give them one, that's a lie that you're telling them, right? And lastly, I do this for generational health, wealth, and mindset for my family and my community. It's time for us to build each other up, right? So thank you.
Mic drop.
Bye.
So, Coach, how do people connect with you on social media and your website?
Okay, so this is our last branding tip. You can find me anywhere that you could think of at Coach Ablaza. Okay? TikTok, Instagram, everywhere at Coach Ablaza.
Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Coach.
Thank you, Dakota, for having me. Bye.
You're welcome. And this is the Your Money Hour podcast, sponsored by Upstate Essential Solutions. And also, get a copy of my book, Broke, available online at dakotagrady.com. Thanks for joining us, y'all.
See you later. Thanks for having me, Dakota.